The countries have the custom of identifying themselves by characteristic features. These are identity signs that define the outstanding activities in which they stand out, cultural activities, goods and services in which they specialize, and which allow them to outstand within the nations. Luckily, Uruguay distinguishes for more than one feature: the result of its land, the industries that produce, and the society's cultural richness and opening environment. All this is associated to the history and the geographical reality of a country, open just as a balcony towards the sea, located at a geographical spot of gathering for powerful economies that commercialize with the rest of the world. Life at port has been naturally linked to all the economic expressions of Uruguay, so as to its multicultural demographic origin. In the last 20 years, the port activity has achieved a relevant prominence, turning into the country's activities with most growth. Currently, the logistics services for cargoes, which pass by Uruguayan ports, are an improvement issue of the conditions concerning commerce for the South Cone, transforming these ports in pursuing-generated businesses globally recognized for the quality of its services. Located along the River Plate, at the city's bay, the port of Montevideo is a natural port with excellent conditions for receiving vessels of great drafts. It is Uruguay's main maritime access, linked to the waterway Paraguay-Paraná, and has developed as a hub port where containers and goods are reshipped for other ports of the region and the rest of the world. Due to its excellent geographical location, the port of Montevideo is composed as the main engine of mobilization for cargoes at the regional logistic corridor, equidistant of the main markets of the region, at an influence zone of more than 250 million inhabitants, comprised in 700,000 square meters, is the entry gate of Mercosur. Until 1992, the port operative was in charge of the Uruguayan state, but due to the enactment of the port law, the operative started stepping into the private sector. In the port law, the status of free port was achieved for Montevideo and other national ports, something unique in South America, which allows the free circulation of goods, same as in other big ports of the world like Hong Kong, Singapore or Rotterdam. The free port system of free circulation of goods without any need of special authorizations or paperwork. The only requirement is to inform volume and weight of the goods that move inside the port without any deadline for storage. This law allowed the private participation concerning to the exploit of port areas. It awarded the beginning of free competence, ensuring the quality of services. It unified the port operations, private port operator, enabled by the National Port Administration and the executive power. It allows foreign users to keep the goods property without any need of constituting a company in Uruguay, using the warehouse or storage area at Freeport as an extension of their own warehouse in their country of origin. The goods coming from Mercosur that arrive at the port of Montevideo keep their preferences of regional access, being able to enter into the other bloc countries with a tax-free regimen. The foreign companies that store goods inside the port area will be able to proceed with their sale or cession of their rights to other companies located at a third country without being tied up with taxes or tariffs. Services offered by terminals and depots. The container areas and port depot offer different types of services. Services for containers: empty and filling of containers, storage area, repairing and washing, cold supply. Generic services for goods: controls for entry and exit, storage and open and closed depots, special depots for vehicles, machinery, project load, dangerous and refrigerator cargo, stock management and order preparations. Which are the specified value-added services that the port law establishes? Repacking, relabeling, classification, consolidation, disconsolidation, fractioning, labeling. All these operations form activities that allow the facilitation of businesses and the regional distribution of goods. The private sector has had a decisive prominence in the development of the logistic industry. Two of the pillars concerning growth have been the operative management and the commercial development of new job opportunities for their people. Effectively, the ports of Uruguay are known as the most agile ones in what respects to operations and administration of Mercosur, with the motto of develop and incorporate the most advanced technological improvements and regarding management.